What is the best marketing platform for MSP or tech companies? I'm gonna tell you what that is. There's a lot of different ways you can acquire new clients online. It's very overwhelming. You just want to know what's the best approach. The reality is they all work. You just need to pick one that works best for your situation. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk you through the pros and cons of each, and that will help you make a decision as to what you need to focus on, because focus and consistency is the key factor to success. And by the end of this video, you should have a way better understanding of what all your options are and what the pros and cons of each are. And therefore you should be able to choose what the best is for your exact situation, because it is required to be for your exact situation. There is no one size fits all. Also, my company Tech Growth Marketing, we're giving away free marketing strategy calls. To apply for that, basically, I'll go through your company, use all my expertise and tell you what it is, so you don't even need to figure it out yourself. To apply for that, all you need to do is click the link in the description below, fill out a form on our website. We get a lot of applicants, so if we think you're going to be a good fit and we think we can genuinely help you, a member of my team will give you a call to set up that marketing strategy call direct with me. So yeah, take advantage of that. And also obviously subscribe to the channel, because we have a load of information on MSP, IT support, tech companies, and it should all help you. Also, let's talk about specifically MSP and tech companies. You're in a space whereby people need to know quite a lot more, and it's a long lead time for someone becoming a client. Sometimes you'll even be having someone leaving an existing supplier to come with you, but you know once you get them on board, they're going to be with you for a long period of time. So you tend to be in a position with MSP and tech companies whereby you have to build a relationship with them over a period of time. So sometimes you need to use multiple platforms to be able to hit them constantly over a period of time, so that they then become a client of yours. So let's talk through all the different approaches and the pros and cons. These are the most common approaches you can see within the MSP and tech space. So SEO is the first one we're going to talk about. Now, SEO is fantastic if you can be at the very top of Google. The issue with SEO is it takes a lot of time to get anywhere, so it's a huge time investment, or you outsource it and pay a lot of money, so it's a huge money investment. And all you're buying is traffic. You're just getting eyes on the website. So if you haven't got your website sorted, everything you do can be in vain. You need to make sure that your website's actually built to convert. A lot of people waste a lot of time on SEO thinking it's going to be a magic pill and it's going to resolve all their problems, and it's not. It's a very, very long-term strategy. So if you're starting out and you need clients right now, no. If you're a company and you can bring in clients and you've got good monthly recurring revenue and you want to acquire more strands of marketing to bring people in from different places, then yes, SEO is probably a very good shout for you. One thing you need to consider is, and this is the next thing we're talking about, PPC ads. So when someone types in something on Google and you have at the top the ads, those now come way above. It goes PPC ads, then it goes the map, the Google My Business sort of map section, and then it goes SEO. So SEO has way more gravitas, way less gravitas than it had, say, 5 years ago. So what you need to consider there is you can just, if your intention is just to increase visibility of your business online, you can just pay and you'll be at the top immediately. Like, you can have that result now. You don't need to wait. The thing is, it costs you money, okay? But you have to weigh up, well, the amount of time you would have spent and money you would have spent on SEO, might as well just do PPC. So the advantages, pros and cons of PPC, which is Google Ads or Bing Ads, is essentially people come to you with a lot of intent. So they go, right, I want to buy right now. I'm looking for someone, actively looking for someone to take over. So you can get into a sales call very, very quickly. The disadvantage is the searches are purely based on intent. So you have no qualification system in there at all. So you might be getting like the grandpa who lives down the street who needs his laptop fixed, and he clicks on your ad and boom, that's cost you anywhere between £1.50 to £7.50 plus, depending on where you are and where you're running your ads, depending on the competition, because it's a bidding war. And you've had to pay for that. He might get in contact with you and then you have to go through and check if he's qualified or not. Or you get really small businesses, like 1 or 2 seats, who are looking for someone to outsource their IT to, but it's really basic small contract. Don't get me wrong, eventually you will hit upon those bigger contracts, but you have no control over qualifications. So that's the pros and cons of PPC and what you need to be aware of. Social ads, so LinkedIn and Facebook, we're going to look at these separately. LinkedIn ads, okay, work really well because you can focus them based on qualifications. You can say, I know I need companies of this size and I need to talk to the business owners. And LinkedIn is the only platform that allows you to be that specific with your targeting. The disadvantage is it's interruption based and it requires influence. So if for whatever reason you don't have that skill set, it's going to be very difficult to get people to click on your ads first off, although if you outsource it, someone will be able to sort that out for you. But with social media ads, be it LinkedIn or Facebook, you need to do a lot of follow-up. You don't just get the lead and that's it. You get the lead and then you have to nurture them through other methods like manual outreach and email marketing campaigns. It's part of a holistic solution of loads of different approaches, so you need to be aware of that. Facebook, you tend to be able to get leads at 1/4 of the price of LinkedIn. However, they are way less qualified, Same issue you have with PPC ads in terms of you don't know where your qualification level is. But you can use Facebook for remarketing if you want to save a lot of money, but that's a really advanced thing, which, I don't know, you just need to be in a very specific situation for that to work. Content marketing next. So when it comes to content marketing, again, a lot of people focus on this and they think they're going to post a few things and get all the business through the door. Content marketing is, again, a very long-term strategy. You can start and not see a single lead or any results for months and months and months. And if you've got your approach wrong, that can be years, okay? Content marketing needs to be executed very, very well. And to execute it well, you do need to speak to a professional. Figuring it out on your own takes a lot of time. As I say, we've got our free strategy call. So if you have any questions around that, even if you just have a simple question, pop it in the comment section below or jump on a strategy call. But yeah, content marketing is good and it 100% works, as does every approach. But it's, again, another very long-term strategy and it needs to usually support a load of other strategies. Content rarely, it can be your only approach, but usually you have that and a few other different approaches as well. Email marketing campaigns, do they work? Yes, but you have to, again, do them in a specific way. If you buy an email marketing list, firstly, that's going to cost you quite a lot of money. Secondly, you need to have your messaging right and you need to send out a huge volume of emails to get any response, okay? So you're talking tens of thousands of emails sent for just single responses, a couple leads. If you're sending email marketing campaigns to follow up on leads you've got via PPC or social ads, then it works a lot better. And that is the best way you can run email. Cold calling, does cold calling work? Yes, it does. But again, you have the same issue. To do cold calling, it's going to take a lot of time because I think it's like 1 in 100, although in reality it's less and less. And people at present aren't sat at home, sat in the office, so you can't get through to the right decision makers. But yeah, it takes a lot of time, or you have to hire someone to do it and you have to pay them a wage. So it's not free and it can be damaging to your relationship. You can annoy a lot of people because you're going in cold. If you go in too salesy, which is what most MSP and tech companies do, where they just pick up the phone and go, hello, we have this thing, this is how much it costs, buy it, then the chance of it working are lower. You need the right approach. Again, if you tie in cold calling and make it warm calling, you get a lead elsewhere and then you follow up by calling them with email, works a lot better. Manual outreach is where you directly message people, so DMs on LinkedIn. You could send them letters. It sort of encompasses cold calling as well. Does that work? Yes, if you have the right strategy. LinkedIn DMs are the best place to be because that's where the right business people are hanging out. And direct mail, which is where you send mailing things like newsletters. Again, you need huge volumes to get anything back. And the best way to do it is simply to use it as a follow-up mechanism for one of the more strong ways of acquiring leads, which would be PPC or social ads. So if we talk about what the best platform is, as a conclusion, the best thing I would recommend to do is to have some method of leads coming in, whether that's content, whether it's social ads, whether it's PPC or SEO, whatever you're currently excelling at, and then you back up that with remarketing through social ads, with email, with cold calling or warm calling, with more manual outreach and with direct mail. So it has to be a holistic view and different approaches to make it actually work. Now, I know that's overwhelming. If you want to talk through that with me, strategy call, link below, just apply. Really hope you enjoyed this video. There's a lot of information in there, I know, but it's not a simple conversation, unfortunately. So yeah, really hope that helped. Press subscribe. Loads of videos on here that are going to help you. Cheers for watching.